Hey there. So, what's something that I saw today that I wanted to offset with my share? In the Facebook feed, at some point, today, yesterday, I don't know, I saw somebody, there was a post, it was a suggested post, so it wasn't a page I follow, and they were posting that someone put aside millions of dollars towards the study of prolonging life. And there was a whole comments section. A lot of the comments that I witnessed were people saying, live longer? Like, we don't want to live longer. And to me, the whole thing was a tragedy. First of all, since prolonging life has already been solved, you know, need to put a 1.128 million or 1.28 million, I don't know what it was, 12.8 million maybe. It was some big amount of millions of dollars put aside for this study. And it's already been solved. It's been told. Dr. Bruce Lipton has videos on it. And we in the spiritual community doing the shadow work, why do you think we're doing it? Like, of course, we're more in a position, or I'll speak for myself, I'm more in a position of wanting to live longer, right? Because I am enjoying life, because it's just getting good, because I'm just learning how to navigate this thing called life. So, like, I don't want to be done. I plan on living quite a long time. Like probably double what the current lifespan is right now. That is my full intention at this point in my life. So seeing a bunch of people saying, oh, we don't want to live longer, it was sad, because like it's obvious that people who don't want to live longer are obviously still in survival mode. They're in suffering, and they don't realize that you can get out of suffering. You know, I too wanted to end my life when I was in suffering, and I didn't know I could get out of suffering. So, extra, read all about it. Like, Dr. Bruce Lipton has lots of information about how we can prolong our lives, if that's what interests you. But also, his research shows you the base science that you need to know in order to be motivated to do the work to prolong your life, to end the harmful cycles that have been causing you suffering and others suffering. Like, these can all be cleaned up. We don't have to live like this, with lack and being victimized and in suffering and feeling like there's not enough. And oh gosh, I just would love everyone to know that, you know, to know their own love and to be in love with life, because I am so thankful that I never went through with giving up. I'm so thankful. Oh, I should be actively more grateful for that every day. I put it in my prayer, because I would have missed out on so much, you know. Today I got to hug one of my sons, I have 3, and one of my grandchildren, I have 2. Best day ever, you know? I could say that about a lot of days, but you know, like, if I wasn't, if I don't want to say that other days aren't just as great, but like all the days are the best days ever, you know what I mean? Like, life is good. It's not suffering. It's not a burden. The thought of living a long life is exciting to me. It's nice to know that I still have a long way to go, that all the things that I have yet to do, that I'll have time to do them. It's nice to know that my vitality is getting better and better, instead of my body degrading, that I'm actually working on regaining its fitness, you know? And anyone can do that with the proper knowledge of the ability to do it and the desire to do it. And it's like, if you know you can do it, why wouldn't you just do it? And all it takes is like releasing yourself from harmful patterns that are harming you or other people. That's judgments, that's grudges, that's lying, that's manipulation, that's coercion, that's power struggles. You know, that's the mindset that there isn't enough. That's a lack mindset, and being victimized and approaching life as if you are a victim. When there is enough, and if you are the growth mindset, you know, you just look for a solution when there's a problem. You don't let it kind of take you down or take you out. That's all you need. And then you just go, go, go. Like, you're always going to be challenged, but that's kind of a good thing. You know, that's kind of, you feel vital when you overcome a challenge, right? Now, I do recognize that it's hard to think about wanting to face challenges when you are in survival, right? When you don't feel safe on Earth, the idea of facing more challenges is not appealing, is not a let's do it thing, is not a like I can handle it all, put some more on me thing. I get that completely. And so I don't want to dishonor anyone who might be in that state or kind of like gloss over the fact that it can feel really hopeless, but please don't lose hope. And, you know, it's just worthwhile. And also something that a friend said to me once about his own thoughts for ending his life. He said that if he was going to give up anyway, why not stick around and see what happens next? You know, so even if you have to approach every day, like, let's see what happens, you know? It's like, at least then you're willing, you know? But I think from there, it can only get better, and you just kind of take the steps and you do the shadow work. And if you need help doing shadow work, there are lots of people just like me who are here to help people do their shadow work, to find the way to share the tools that we know work. And if one person's tools aren't the tools for you, you adapt them to be your own, you get inspired to do it your own way, or you try another tool that somebody else has. But like, you just know that for every issue, for every challenge, there is a solution. Just know that, and then you will create it, because this is our life that we are creating with our thoughts and beliefs, with our heartfelt output. We get to live that. So when we feel hopeless and in suffering and like everything sucks and like it's hard to live, we get more of that. So, you know, it's really sad when we cut ourselves off from the ability to think that we have the power to take responsibility and make our lives better. So if I could, I would share that with every single person in that comment section that didn't know that living a longer life is actually kind of amazing. And even if they didn't want to live longer, that I'd want them to be able to at least enjoy the life they are living currently and make the most of it, and accomplish what they want and know their own love and know God's love. That's what I would want for everyone. So I'm holding space for that for everybody, and gosh, I'm so glad that I get to do this life thing now with this kind of knowledge, right? With having done all the work that I've done for all these years, and to be in this position where I can start to be like, oh, okay, I'm safe. And if there is something that arises, I will handle it. Look how much I've handled already. And yeah, there's definitely still parts of me that are like, please, I don't want any more challenges right now. and luckily, you know, it's at a pace now that I can handle things. So I'm really thankful for that, and I make it part of my practice to be grateful every day, to actively thank God, thank my angels, thank my guides. And when I think of it, I send thanks to the earlier versions of myself and send love and encouragement to those earlier versions of myself, so they will know that it's worthwhile to keep going, you know. And maybe that's why I made it this far, right? Because outside of this dimension, Earth dimension, 3D, you know, time doesn't exist. So when I send back encouragement to earlier versions of me, it's just another version of me. And, you know, that is real. You know, the signs and synchronicities we notice along the way, those are probably things that I'm sending to myself, you know, from another even higher version of myself. So I think it's worthwhile to do those things. Sorry, I just keep glancing around my place because I got some new flowers today, and I got another kind of like couple oil diffusers that are kind of pretty. I had an oil diffuser. It's electronic, but it's like a wood grain, and I just didn't like it as far as like how pretty it isn't. I like my surroundings to be very pretty, which is why I buy myself flowers and enjoy them very much. And I've been on this kick of pink roses and baby's breath, and I've got pink carnations and these other pink flowers that I don't know what they are, and I love them. And today while I was shopping, I also got the curtains that I'll be able to use in the spring, because in spring I'll probably trade out some of the curtains that I have. I don't know. I don't think I'll keep this up. I think I'll put something lighter here for spring, which will actually let a lot more light in. And I have different bedding for the spring and stuff. And I don't know. I just really get excited about stuff like that, you know? Like, sure, traveling the world, sure, seeing the sights, sure, interacting with other people, but making my space comfortable and beautiful, that's fun for me. So, all right, I'm going to relax and enjoy my beautiful surroundings and look forward to touching base with you again tomorrow when we'll do a reading. And if you have any requests for reading topics, feel free to drop them in the comments. I'll see you then.